What's up, everybody? Welcome to the next match card and results. So last pay-per-view was Blood and Guts. This pay-per-view it was Judgment Day. We opened up the show with Maximum Model Management, which is run by, of course, LA Knight, and the people in the group are Austin Theory, Austin Aries, and Tyler Breeze. They took on Aces and Eights, Aaron Mercer, Kyle O'Reilly, and Karrion Kross. Ultimately, at the end of the match, Aces and Eights won. Of course, Aaron Mercer being Hardcore Champion, but we'll get back to that later. Then next we had Titus O'Neil defending the United States Championship in an open challenge against the debuting Rick Boogs. And this was a good back and forth match. Rick Boogs could have won at a couple different points, but at the end, Titus O'Neil would hit the Clash of the Titus to retain the championship. Then we had Extreme Rules, Dominic Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio. And for a third time in a row, Dominic Mysterio would, win the match. At the end of the match, Rey would attack Dominic. And as Rey was leaving, Dominic grabbed the mic and said, "Rey, I wish you would have died instead of Eddie." Just absolutely disrespecting his father in the process. But Dominic did win and Rey did lose. So Rey's going to have to deal with the loss. And then we had the Street Profits getting a tag team championship opportunity against the Viking Raiders. The Viking Raiders have been pretty dominant since winning those tag titles. First it was Insane Gravity, then it was Usos. Now it is the Street Profits who will be victims, who will fall victim next. We'll have to find out because the next pay-per-view is, I am pretty sure, SummerSlam. Let me check. Yes, the next pay-per-view is SummerSlam. So we are going to be building towards SummerSlam now. And it's just going to be an amazing match. I already know exactly who they're going to be facing. It's going to be interesting to see, but have to lose the titles to whoever the person that they're facing. Because, some people I'm trying to build up. But tonight, the Viking Raiders did beat Montez and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits, to retain the World Tag Team Championships. Then we had The Miz taking on the returning Chris Jericho. So, last number of weeks, Miz have been trying to call out Chris Jericho, calling him a scared bitch for not wanting to fight him. But tonight, Chris Jericho did return and he did fight The Miz, and he did ultimately beat The Miz with the Judas effect. The spinning back fist, he beat The Miz that way. And now, will these two have another match at SummerSlam, or is this a one-time thing between these men? Then, we had friends at each other. Ronda Rousey defending the Women's Championship against Shayna Baszler. These two women put it all on the line out in that ring for this match. But at the end, Ronda Rousey would lock in the armbar and would retain the Women's Championship. Then, we had a triple threat match for the IC title. Jake Evans defended it against Finn Balor and the debuting Chris Cryptic. Chris Cryptic, very hot on the indie scene, and tonight was his debut here in Ground Zero. He put up a fight. Finn also put up a fight, but at the end, Jake Evans would hit, I don't know what I'm going to call his finisher yet, but I like to call it the Outlaw. He hit the Outlaw, and he would retain the Intercontinental Championship here at thing. Then, I don't remember where I was in the show, so I'm just going to go over real quick. Aaron Mercer, at the end of their match, Maximum Management said that he got Austin Theory a Hardcore Championship match against Aaron Mercer later in the night. So later in the night, it was for the Hardcore title, Aaron Mercer versus Austin Theory. But before the match could even start, all of Maximum Management just started assaulting and Mercer before the match, attacking him, which would let Austin Theory hit the A-Town down, and Austin Theory would become the new hardcore champion here tonight at Judgment Day. Then we had MVP taking on Bobby Lashley for the Money in the Bank. Bobby Lashley missed the Money in the Bank. He would beat MVP with the Hurt Lock to retain the Money in the Bank briefcase. Bobby Lashley on a roll recently. Is he going to be able to continue that and keep that Money in the Bank up until the chance that he can ultimately cash in that briefcase? We'll have to wait to find out. Then we had Omos taking on Goldberg. Remember, Omos took out Goldberg at Money in the Bank. Then last pay-per-view of Blood and Guts, Goldberg teamed up with Bobby Lashley to take on MVP and Omos, which Goldberg and Bobby Lashley would win. But tonight, Omos would defeat Goldberg in what was honestly shocking, a surprising squash match. Omos just absolutely destroyed Goldberg for an easy victory, with Omos picking up the victory. Then we had, for the Women's Tag Team Championships, Sasha and Bayley defended the titles against Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. You know, this was an amazing match, but at the end, it would be a bank statement and whatever Bayley calls her finisher for the 1, 2, 3, while Sasha had this bank statement locked in on Raquel Gonzalez. Then, for the European Championship, Apollo Crews defended the European Championship against Cesaro. It was an amazing match, an amazing back and forth match, but at the end, Cesaro would hit the neutralizer and would become European Champion. But it is now time for the main event. Drew McIntyre gets one last championship opportunity against Sheamus. It was an amazing match. At one point, they both went out of the cage. Sheamus threw Drew off of the cage when they were both on top, and then he would boom. He would put Drew McIntyre through the top of the cage. Drew would fall, hit the canvas to the mat below. Sheamus would drop down through the top of the cage, would pick him up, would do the backbreaker into the bro kick, and Sheamus would retain the undisputed championship against Drew McIntyre. These men put it all on the line out there, and they sure as hell proved why these two men are in the undisputed championship scene. But at the end, Sheamus would retain the championship. So that is it for Judgment Day's match card and results. As soon as I'm done here, I'm going to start the build-up to SummerSlam, which is about 3 weeks. And so 3 weeks, I can get probably maybe 1 or 2 shows done today. So there's a chance by Thursday at the latest, you'll see the results and match card. Now, I most likely won't. There probably won't be a video Saturday, as I will not be home Saturday. As Saturday, I am going to a gaming convention, so I will not be here at the house Saturday to record anything until later in the late to the day. And at that point, I don't know if I'm going to record anything. So there's a chance I'm going to hopefully try to get sometime payback done before Saturday. So I'm going to hopefully try to get them both done by Friday. Done by the end of Friday, which should be possible, seeing as after SummerSlam there's only 2 weeks until Payback, and Payback's just going to be like rematches and stuff. So ultimately, you know, I should be able to get both these pay-per-views done before Friday, and then after Friday, then you probably won't see another video until maybe Monday, and then that would be the Clash of Champions. But I might change it because obviously, yeah, might be changing Clash of Champions to possibly War Games. So, or I might be changing how to sell the War Games. I mean, yeah. We are getting through this thing pretty quickly. We're already at Judgment. We just got Judgment Day done, and we're already at SummerSlam, building to it. So if you guys have enjoyed, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you like what you're seeing, comment down below. And if you have any pay-per-view ideas on what you think I should change Clash of Champions to in September, leave them in the comments below, and I will pick one to be the next pay-per-view to replace Clash of Champions. I was Sean. I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.